pretty exciting. I remember who I walked out with the captains. It's a lot more people than I'm used to playing in front of. I mean, it was awesome. It was pretty surreal. I was a lot calmer than I thought I'd be. I thought I would kind of freak out with other people, but.
Hey man, there's not much I gotta say, dog. We here, bro. This is a moment, man. Enjoy it. Celebrate everybody, bro. Celebrate each other, bro. It's us versus us every play. Don't forget that, bro. And that's all I gotta say, man. I love y'all boys.
Every time we hit them, let them know where you came from. Let them know what you're doing for. Let them know who you're doing for.
I've been waiting for this my whole life. I prayed for this today. And I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but I got every single one of y'all boys. They are not like us. Nobody is like us. Seriously, go, all right? Yeah, that's all I got.
This is what we've been waiting for. It's here.
Man, excitement's in the air, right? These guys have been hitting each other for about a month now. They get to hit the other team. We got a front row seat. Let's get excited.
Illinois State won the toss. They deferred. It's going to be Oklahoma football as we get the 2025 season underway. So this is what the OU fans have been waiting for, the debut of John Mateer, the redshirt junior from Little Elm High School in Little Elm, Texas, a transfer from Washington State. He has been picked by some analysts as a potential Heisman Trophy candidate. Did he haul that in? What a catch! Akuba in coverage. Deion Burke said one hand is enough. Play action. Mateer over the middle, wide open. That's caught inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. Jacob Jordan, the son. Second and goal from the 7. Mateer going to keep it. Trying to get to the outside. Mateer inside the 5. Mateer into the end zone for his first touchdown as a Sooner.
Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Zone. Back to the air. How about a touchdown? Deion Burks. Laylock. Laylock into the end zone. Touchdown OU.
Okay, this ain't about Illinois State. It ain't got dog to do with Illinois State. It's about us. Okay, building for the season. Okay, being the team that we're capable of being. You understand? Sir. We're capable of being a dominant team. Then it needs to look like that this second half. You guys got that? Yes, sir.
Across the middle, caught into the end zone. Keontae Lewis, touchdown Sooners.
Tell the improvement.
Watch me do my dance and shake. Watch me get real quick. Watch me hit my dance on.
Here with time, fires toward the end zone. He's got a wide open receiver. Keontae Lewis with his second touchdown catch of the game.
The engine go nuts like cashew. Bet that you ain't met another player like me. The greatest to ever do it. Yeah, just like me. Come on. Hit my dance for the folks no joke. For the folks no joke. Said I might just hit my dance for the folks no joke. For the folks no
The final play of the ball game. The final score is Oklahoma 35, Illinois State 3. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Oklahoma, we thank you for your support and attendance in tonight's game, and remind you the Sooners are back in action again next Saturday, hosting the Michigan Wolverines at 6:30 p.m.
You know, as soon as fall camp came around, I knew that we were going to have a pretty competitive team. You know, it's good when both sides of the ball are making plays, and that's what it felt like. And I think the leadership of the team is something that's really special this year. Last year we had 3 or 4 core guys that were, in control of the team. And I think that that's a great kind of leadership style. But this year it's completely different. We've got a bunch of guys who at any given moment can step up. And when the energy's down with one leader, it's not the end of the world, because we've got a handful of guys who are willing to step up and fill that role. And you've got returning guys like Kip Lewis, and we brought in Kendall Daniels, and then you've got new guys like Cortland Guillory, who are just bringing tremendous energy to the defense. And on the offensive side of the ball, it's easy to play for guys that play their heart out every snap. And so guys like John Mateer and Torrey Blaylock and the O-line, they make it easy to want to go hard on defense, because that they've got your back when they've got the ball. So it's been really fun. I'm really excited for the year. I think that we've got a great opportunity to do great things this season. It just comes down to how bad we want it and how hard we're willing to work for it.
In his debut, sets an all-time OU record in his debut as an Oklahoma quarterback, 392 yards. Okay, again, I think we had 30-plus guys making their debut here at Oklahoma. Man, really proud of everybody. All the work, fall camp, summertime, go back to spring ball, and to get to this point. Hopefully you guys had some fun tonight, man. That's what it's all about, okay? All right, all of our best days are in front of us.
My uncle actually played here. He was part of the 2000 national championship team. From the moment I can remember, I was wearing Sooners gear and watching Sooners games, so I've always been a huge Sooners fan, and Oklahoma was kind of my dream school to come play football for. I wasn't highly rated, I had no stars, and I didn't really go to camp, so I just was pretty under the radar. So I decided to take probably a little bit of an ego move, but I took the coolest offer I had, which was Ohio State, and that was for lacrosse. But I wasn't really feeling as in love with the grind as I thought that I should be for how much time I was spending there. These creeping thoughts in the back of my head where I was like, I really like it here. I'm not sure if I am really in love with lacrosse. That thought kept growing and growing and growing in my head until it was at the point where I decided to put my name in the football portal. And, I didn't really get much traction. I get this call one day from a number in South Carolina, and I'd been getting a bunch of spam, and it's kind of an old phone, so I was like, am I even gonna pick this up? But for some reason I did, and it was Coach V on the other end, and he was like, what's up, Bourne? Just watched your film, we'd love to have you out if you're interested in that. And this was about a week before summer workouts started, and obviously I was like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the call I've been waiting to hear. So I packed up, I think it was like the next day with my dad. We came up, kind of got a really quick unofficial tour of the facilities and met all the coaches, and super quick in and out. And then within the next 4 or 5 days, I was moving into Headington and getting my paperwork transferred over from Ohio State. Pretty crazy journey, but it all worked out for the best.
Kind of not surprised, but I couldn't imagine something like that because I'd never seen it before. So the walk and everything is just a little different, but it was awesome, and it got me in the right headspace to play.
Michigan at Oklahoma, 7:30 Eastern, ABC, Herbie Fowler, game day in Norman for this. Both teams just kind of trying to get back to where those fan bases expect them to. I love John Mateer going out there and breaking Baker Mayfield's record for passing yards in a debut with a smooth 392 yards. But you go beat Michigan at your place, on that stage with that broadcast crew, with that pregame show there, people take notice.
Yeah, I think it goes down to like not listening to it. Like when it turns on, I remember it was one game this year, I forget, but I was watching College Game Day in the morning, and right when they started talking about our game, I just turned it off. Like it doesn't matter what people say, it's what happens on the field. If we move the ball forward or not, me and Bryce Underwood are not on the field at the same time, so it's not actually me versus him. It's a team versus a team. So.
The most urgent team wins. Be physical, be tough. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta be nothing different than who you are.
Physicality, relentless effort, and a battle for that ball. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That ball's everything tonight. Okay, let college football, let people that love football see the toughness, the heart, and the soul of this football team. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, leave no doubt, okay, what's inside this locker room. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Here from the pocket, right down the middle, and it's catch made on the one-handed grab. This Oklahoma offense, pop pass, Burks, turns the corner, D.O. Burks, touchdown, Oklahoma. What a drive to start this game. Burks is from Detroit. They didn't recruit him in Michigan, and he is fired up this week at a 21-yard catch in the drive and then the touchdown. So the first third down for this Wolverine offense on the road tonight. Underwood, easy throw. The catch made behind the line of scrimmage and going nowhere because Kendall Daniels got up to stop Haynes. Here's the reverse. McCulley will be trapped. Sooners not fooled. It's a big loss. Kendall Daniels sniffed it out. You lose 6. Haynes in the slot, caught the ball, and Kendall Daniels hammered him immediately. It's another loss of 5. Mateer from the end zone, launches down the far sidelines, has a man wide open, and it's Burks. And he is having a heck of a start against his home state team. Throw, and it's complete again. Deion Burks down inside the 5. The man from Detroit is hurting his home state school. Big impact in the first half. Keeper, Mateer, touchdown Oklahoma. He's crafty, tough, and strong. And his first game as a Sooner really tested by an elite defense. A pretty good first half for Mateer. And Oklahoma, statement in the first half.
And we talked about in the open, if they were going to get out of here with a win, it wasn't just going to be about his arm. It was going to be about his legs.
That's the kind of game that every Sooners fan dreams of being a part of, and I was lucky enough to have a significant role in the game. You know, from the get-go, I was pretty amped up. It was like the first game going into that I knew I was going to take a significant amount of snaps in. So, you know, the nerves were there, the emotions were there, and, you know, everything that surrounds game day was kind of overflowing. But like I said, you get in there and you're super nervous, and then that first play comes and you make a tackle and you just kind of settle in. So there are a couple plays that came my way and I was in the right spot. You know, Coach V does a great job of making practice during the week very stressful. So you get out there, and I've said a lot, but the game just slows down. Like, practice with the scouts seems more stressful than the game actually is. So when plays come your way, you're in a position to make them just through the preparation of the week. And that's what happened. And, you know, credit to everybody around me. The D-line, you know, they make it really, really easy to play behind. So just easy to play with this defense, and I think we're having a lot of fun, and that was evident in the Michigan game.
Crowd as loud as it's been tonight. Under one, trapped behind the line again by Heineke. Back-to-back plays made by the backup linebacker for the Sooners.
Chris, these guys are so dialed in.
That's why we go there and creative plans. My settings are max. Thought I was tripping today, check the stats.
And slings it downfield into traffic. Catch made. Satania. Premature. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the Sooners stretch it back to 2 scores.
Clutch play, I'm the one they mention. You can see the moment from the entrance. Ain't nothing small in my DNA. Don't get it twisted. I'm made for the attention. We ain't even looking at the shot clock. We who they gunning for the top spot. I'ma let them know if you gon' pick a roll, and we gon' show them how to make a block out. Underdog walking up the right tree. Everybody on the team looking like sheesh. Said I was the best, well I might be. Winning in my roots, caught a lightly.
No problem.
Huge win for Brent Venables, not just tonight, but they put so much into this offseason with changes. A win like this can really springboard you into some big hopes for this year.
All right, now our goal and our destination, okay, wasn't to be 2-0. All right, our goal this week is to go to 1-0, but our destination wasn't to be 2-0. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got a lot of work to do. We got to still get better, do we not?
Yes, sir.
If we're doing it right, it looks like this all year long, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to have a lot of challenges sitting in front of us. How you handle success determines on what the future's going to look like. All right, getting the dub, man.
Could not have received better weather, and in fact this might be the warmest game day we've had so far.
Casey Keeler is the new head coach at Temple, a 2-time national championship winner with 2 different schools in the FCS. Keeler is the second winningest active coach in college football.
A lot of Sooner fans here, but this team's gonna have to bring their own juice.
This is the weirdest environment imaginable for an Oklahoma football game. You have to make that not matter. Right? You got to go out, you got to play to your standard despite what the environment is like.
Are you ready?
Yeah, going up to Philly was pretty cool. I've never been there before, playing in that stadium. Obviously, never played in that before, but I think games like that are super important to see, like how mature a team is. And I mean, you play to a standard and you don't play to an opponent.
In the shotgun, Kanik takes the snap, runs right, lobs across the middle, it's caught! 2-point conversion. Simon has handoff. Ducker, he smashed! David Stone! Pass Mateer has time. Now he's flush. Scrambling. Rolling left. Throws late downfield. Caught by Kanik. He's bent backward. Snap back. Hold down. Kick is away. Plenty of distance. It is goal! And he's got the football. He's going to throw. Back to pass. Under pressure. Hey, got him. Dynamite got him. Reggie Powers dropped him for a sack. Satania in motion. They give it to him on the pop pass. Coming to right side. 45, 40. Still going. 35, 30. Down the sidelines. Tripped up finally. Mateer hands to Blaylock again, running left. He's got room, cuts to the 5, bam!
Cut it out! Oh, he ran him over.
Simon back to pass in his end zone, batted in the air, ball lingering, it is incomplete!
Why you stop? Deuce, 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 deuce. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Sooners go tempo, handoff, Blaylock runs left, he's got the corner, he's to the 15, 10, 5, Pater! Torrey Blaylock's second touchdown today, this one from 18 yards out. 30 seconds to go, snap good, hold good, kick is away, and it is also good. Waiting, now he's got it, everybody comes, watch out, bam! He got smashed by Bam Bam Boganowski. Back near midfield. Holy cow. Mateer's going to throw. Does. Lob. Xavier's got it to the 5. Turns it up. Stiff arm. Touchdown.
Let's go. Every try.
At 100 yards rushing today. Mateer runs it himself 50. He's got room 40. Watch out, it's a race. Big John down the sidelines. High stepping 5-10. Touchdown. Up on the line. 3rd and long. Back to pass under pressure. Simon, he's planted. Ball's loose.
Sack fumble.
Temple got back on top of it. They did. An opportunity for the first turnover of the year right there. 17, which should be the final play of the day. Final score, Oklahoma 42 and Temple 3.
Good job. We got one game better. You know, it wasn't our best, and we're still striving for that, you know, but we got one game better, and we were able to run the ball there at the end.
Yeah, you mentioned it, more than 100 yards for Torrey Blaylock. How does that type of run game enhance what you can do down the road?
Yeah, if you establish a run game, you can open up the pass, and that's just how football is. And he's done a great job. I'm a true freshman. He's making plays, and we love him.
How about this defense denying a touchdown? How do they enable what you do when you're out there?
It's a team game, and they are good. They are very good, and they swarm the ball, and they're violent, and that's how they like to play, and we appreciate them, and we love going against them in practice.
The violence will perhaps need to continue as you start SEC play next week. What will be the focus on your side of the ball as you prepare for conference play?
Just keep bringing the physicality, establishing the run, and knowing their scheme just like we know ours. That's what it is.
Thanks for the time. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. So he showed up to the interview. This is how he's dressed. I just like to see.
Classic. Well, his nickname is I didn't realize this, but I heard of people calling him CJ, and I was like, "What does CJ mean?" And he was all embarrassed by it, but it means Chave Jr. And he's a way better football player than I ever was. But no, he was sort of dressed as me. As I hear him, yeah. He thinks he's funny too, but that's who he is, though. You know, I think there's a comfortability as well in our relationship. When a guy is that invested, man, and we bust chops all the time. We're around our players all the time, and connected people or connected groups is how you do amazing things together, better together. And so, man, he spends so much time with the defensive staff and the defensive support staff. Like, we're busting each other's chops, and then he'll throw a jab in there, and one of the coaches will give him one back. And so him dressing up as me on this dress-up day is not surprising.
Taylor Wine played defensive end here, one of the edgemen from Nashville, Tennessee.
was born here in Edmond, but raised in Nashville. I was recruited late. I was a late bloomer.
I'd never heard of him. I actually thought like he was like a Russian spy or something, because I knew all the other DNs that were like awesome players in the class, and I did not know who this one was. I think it was Coach Greg Nation that put his tape on my desk. We had lost a commitment from a guy in the recruiting class, and we're looking for one more DN. And man, he put this long, rangy, violent, high-effort guy tape, and showed this tape to Coach V, and Coach V and his Coach V voice said,
"Hey, yeah, that's a dude. You found you a diamond in the rough."
I've always been an underdog. It's been like that my whole life. I'm the youngest of 8, 7 boys and 1 girl, so I'm an underdog in my house. So yeah, I've always been overlooked, and so that's done nothing but fuel me and make me the guy that I am today. First round playoffs go by, and Coach Che gives a call, and I knew right then and there that I was gonna be a Sooner, and haven't turned back since. Love it here. As soon as they called me, I wanted to commit. I knew right then and there I wanted to be a Sooner, and I didn't even step on campus yet. I just knew from talking with Coach Che and Coach V and kind of their vision for what they wanted. I knew it fit and it aligned exactly with my morals and what I was wanting. This is a winning program. This culture and yeah, this place is built on winning, and Coach V is so brilliant defensively, and Coach Chavis is coaching. You can just tell he doesn't coach he just coaches so hard and passionately. And so when I saw that, and I saw how they interacted with the players and how they treated the guys here, and even talking to older guys on my visits like Ethan Downs, you can just tell just tremendous love for the university and for Norman. And so yeah, those things just attracted me, and I love it here.
This dude loves it. They call him Coach Juan. In his mindset, like he's always wanted to be great, you know, but like last year I traveled 6 guys the past couple of years, and he was the last guy on the bus. He was like the snail on Noah's Ark. You know what I mean? He got it. He got there, but he was late. He barely made it, but he made it. And to see him go from the last guy on the bus to playing some of the best football on the team is just attributed to his hard work, man. He is as invested as I've seen in college football. Not just the time he spends, but the love, the energy, the emotional investment, the relational investment. He loves his brothers. He loves the other DNs. He loves the defense, but he loves the whole team. And he loves the janitor around the building. He loves the coaching staff. And I think his love is what is, and his desire to be great has manifested in a investment of time and energy that's allowed him to be where he's at. And he's really coachable. You know, I don't rip anybody harder than I rip him when I'm coaching. And I can't be harder on him than he is on himself. And so he cares, you know, and so I think that's what his secret sauce is, his love and his hard work.
It was always a dream come true to play in the SEC. I mean, the best players from high school go to the SEC and play week to week against the best competition.
Today from the Palace on the Prairie, the conference openers for 2 ranked teams, number 22 Auburn and number 11 Oklahoma.
We're going to win pretty or we're going to win gritty. And winning pretty is a haymaker. All right, winning gritty is combinations of body blows. We don't care how it comes down. We just know that we're going to give it all we got, and we're going to find a way to win.
Both of these teams coming off losing seasons, each 3-0 so far this year. And it feels like in this conference, if you're going to have the season you hope to have, this is the kind of game you need to win.
It was awesome. You know, I didn't get too caught up in it because I know football is football, and we played a team that was really good in Michigan, so I knew I could do it. And in the past year, I did it well. So
there's a saying, You are what you believe you are. You know what I believe? You got us a hell of a football team. That's what I know. What my eyes tell me. The ultimate disrespect is when somebody comes into your house and tries to take what you got. This is that moment. This is our game. This is our moment. Okay, this is our house. We got us a battle. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. And fight for each other. Fight for this moment. Okay? You'll love the results on the other side of it. You hear me?
Sure. Again, plenty of time. Now out of time and taken down by Taylor Wine. Well, here's a 49-yard attempt for Tate Sandell. And it is good. Grayson Miller, my goodness. A bomb, and Malcolm Simmons elected to field it inside the 5. 69-yard punt. Mateer has a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Isaiah Satania.
It don't matter what happened in the first half. All that matters is what we do the next 30 minutes. Let's go.
Let's go. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
And there's our Mason Thomas, a difference maker.
Better be beware when 32's on the outside.
And it is our Mason Thomas introducing himself to his old pal Jackson Arnold. Welcome to the game. Here's Tate Sandell. Put Oklahoma back on top. Simmons breaks a tackle. Touchdown Auburn. Malcolm Simmons has tied the game with 7:08 to go. Mateer got it off. A deep throw. Caught by Satania. Running room for Mateer. Mateer, touchdown. Run down again by David Stone. Look out, he gets buried. Last ditch for Hugh Freeze and the Tigers on 4th and 29.
I think being together is the most important, knowing that when it really gets hard, I mean, we play together, play for each other, and I mean, that's when you know your limits, and I think it's real important to know that we don't have any limits.
He goes down to the end zone, a safety. Ending to this one.
That's the closer! That's the closer!
So walk me through that fourth quarter against Auburn. You talk about the team getting it done. What stands out to you about why you guys got it?
I think on the sideline we never flinched. I think Auburn's defense is real. They didn't have the great, the record they wanted, but their defense is stacked and they got a good defense. So, and we knew what we were going up against, but we knew we were going to win that game because we all believed in each other and we didn't flinch. So I'm real proud of the guys. That was the first time we really faced something like that as a team together, and we didn't flinch.
When did you realize something was wrong?
Two plays after my thumb hit Keldrick Falk, hit his forearm. And I knew something was up. I thought I jammed it. I thought it came down straight on his forearm. It came down bent. My knuckle was bent. So, but it got a little swollen. I knew I needed to keep moving it so the blood didn't get there. And I thought it was jammed. Tried to throw, hurt a little bit, but been there before. I've jammed it in football, basketball, played sports. Nothing, no big deal. But yeah, got the X-ray after, and it was a fracture, my first metatarsal. And I didn't believe it. I was like, nah, you're lying. But I've never had surgery before, so I remember the fear. As I walk into the room, I was alone, and I was really afraid because it never happened before, somewhere I'd never been. So I don't think I'll forget that, but I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, the ponies are loose on Owen Field for the first time on this beautiful, sunny Saturday afternoon, and here come the home team. In the throwback Bud Wilkinson era, unis today.
Okay, an unshakable hunger. Unshakable hunger. Team is hungry, all right? Hungry to dominate, okay? Hungry to improve, hungry to compete, all right? Laying it on the line for each other. We play and compete a certain way. All right, I want to see that today. You guys got that? Yes, sir. Okay? I want you to focus and lock in on what matters. Okay, one series, one play, all right? One snap at a time.
4 quarters, dominate, man. Domination every play. Physicality every play, man. Finish with the whistle.
Left, everybody in Owen Field, one finger in the air, total leather, and we are underway. Satania, 35-40, down the sidelines to the 50. He's into Kent State territory, still going to the 30. Flings it downfield. He's got Satania behind the defense. Caught it, touchdown! Wow! Plenty of distance on this kick, and it is good. Wow. Under pressure, wrapped up and sacked. There's your boy, Teddy. The Coyote got him. Danny Okoye's first. Carchman to throw. Looks right, hit, ball's loose, rolling around, scooped up, touchdown. Amazing Grayson Holton scooped and scored. 55-yard try. The kick has plenty of distance, and it is good. From 55 off the ground, and Satania made up for it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
It was weird, like weird. The show goes on, and we won, and we succeeded, and that was fun. But it was weird seeing the offense go, and it's just like I'm not out there.
We don't play to a scoreboard, okay? We don't play to an opposing jersey, okay? We compete and play and perform and prepare to standards. All right, now, listen, I know what it's like to lose, and I know what it's like to win, all right? I know what it's like on both sides of it, okay? And that's a really good win right there, okay? Lots of reasons why it's a great win. How about freaking Tate Sandell? Hey, the drop's over. We got our 2 turnovers.
So our mindset is just we got to figure out a way to win. We got to go 1-0, and that's all we're worried about. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. We got to respect everyone. It doesn't matter what logo you wear. This game will reward you for doing the right things, and taking everything seriously and upholding a standard.
We're working today with the Beacon Project, and we have the incredible opportunity to come together and serve and do something and get outside the facility. So we're putting together some care packages.
So we got a bunch of assembly lines going. A bunch of guys are working and going as fast as they can, making sure that we get these packs done and doing a good job taking care of some people that need it.
As a team, we get those special moments where we get to serve and give back and use our platform to help others. We love to do it. And so yeah, we got to help those that financially are in need and kind of give them a little bit of peace with little care packages. And that's another thing that dropped me in with Soul Mission. And just wanted to get back and serve and be a part of something bigger than myself. That's a backbone of this program, is giving back and serving. And we're really fortunate and really blessed with what we have. And so
we embrace every time that we get to give back and help others, and but it changes your perspective a lot, and you start to become more thankful and thankful for what you have.
I got this for Christmas in 1960, and it was Bud Wilkinson's first 13 years, and it's got a recap of every game, bowl games, everything, and all these great old photos. And in fact, let's see what the. Obviously a huge OU fan, have been since I was a kid. It's hard to put into a sentence or two. I can remember watching a game on television in 1954. It might have been OU's first game on TV. My dad graduated from OU in 1943. He was always a big fan of especially the football team, and he got tickets to the Texas game in 1956, and he'd never been before. He and my mother and I got in the car early in the morning and drove to Dallas, 3 people with 2 tickets. We get to the Cotton Bowl, getting ready to go in the stadium, and the young man taking the tickets says, well, you've only got 2 tickets here. I just turned 8 years old, wasn't very big. He said, he'll just sit in between us. We won't take up more than 2 seats. I said, sir, I cannot let you in here without him having a ticket. He could see that the guy wasn't going to change his mind, so he just took the tickets and offered them to the ticket taker. And I guess the guy started feeling guilty, so he looked around to make sure nobody was looking. He said, okay, come on in. So I actually got in that first game without a ticket. I do remember OU had a running back named Tommy McDonald, and right before halftime, I think OU was only up maybe 2 scores at the time, and he caught a long pass and scored a touchdown to put OU up by, I think, 19-0 at halftime. And I swear he caught the back end of the ball. It was the most incredible catch of a football I've ever seen. But that's the most distinctive thing I remember. In 1962, that's probably the closest I came to not going. I went with my mom and dad until I got out of high school. He may have gotten tickets offered to him, but he didn't take them. And he wasn't gonna go. And about 3 days before the game, a high school buddy of mine said, hey, my dad's got an extra ticket and we're gonna go down there and back the day of the game. You wanna go with us? That's probably the closest I came to not going. But wound up having a good friend offer me a ticket. When I went to OU in the fall of '66, I went through Rush Week, the first time into the house. A couple of members got me and took me on a kind of a tour of the house. But over the bar was this piece of this goalpost. I said to the guy that was escorting me around, I said, I was at that game. He goes, 10 years ago, you were at that game? I said, yeah, it was the first OU Texas game I went to. So that piece of that goalpost hung over that bar in that fraternity house until after I was gone. One of my contemporaries wound up getting that. In 2013, a group of us that were in the fraternity in the 60s and early 70s decided we started having a reunion on homecoming weekend. And the guy that had this, he couldn't come, but he gave it to another friend of mine that brought it. And he said, we need to give this to somebody that it means the most to. So they decided to give it to me. And so that's why I have it. It's just exciting that I can still go to these, and I'll go as long as I can. I'm in pretty good health, and you know, it's just I don't know. OU is where I grew up. I mean, I certainly wasn't grown up when I went to school down there, but that's where I grew up. I joined a fraternity and made some lifelong friends that you might not make if you're don't have an opportunity like that. And I got a great education and allowed me to have a really good career. And I owe a lot to the University of Oklahoma.
This is the 121st edition of one of my favorite rivalries in the sport, Red River Rivalry. 6th ranked Sooners enter into the Cotton Bowl with an undefeated 5-0 record, an elite defense. That's kind of what you need to know about them. If you know nothing else about Oklahoma, know that their defense is truly elite, at worst a top 3 unit in all of college football. There's a little bit of buzz about John Mateer desperately trying to play in this game. Who can blame him? He's a young man from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You are from that area. You now get a chance to potentially play in the Red River Rivalry. I mean, what more could you want? So who can blame John Mateer? If he can play, that'd be miraculous.
I still think about this a lot. I think the precision that you need to play quarterback in this league and at all is like very fine. It has to be very detailed in what you do. And I came back quickly. I truly believe that I was good to go. You see some balls rush the film, they come out a little wonky, which causes, you know, incompletions, interceptions, all that, and it's no excuse. Throwing the ball to bad areas, and I think I'd never really been hurt like that, so I played the game thinking I was normal, and I wasn't really normal, and then ended up putting the team in some bad positions. It's pretty stimulating. I think the speed of the game plus, not being 100% physical and the stimulation, it's a combination for you got to have some mental strength to do that, and I ended up just not being successful.
All right, just got done telling the team that today was a bad day, and we still have a really good football team. But we had our opportunities despite not playing well and doing the things that winning requires. We still got a heck of a team. Going in, we had a heck of a team, and it done a good job of improving as the season has gone on, and through all the different challenges of a season. And again, through defeat, you learn a lot about yourself. You get better from it.
You learn a lot about a team after a loss. You can learn a lot about after a win, but you learn the most after losses. And so the guys responded. Everyone was bought into, man, we gotta fix this quickly. We play in a week. We can't get discouraged. We can't let the same team beat us twice. And so how do we go in there and fix it? And you could just see the buy-in from everyone on Monday. And then you saw how it translated that next week in South Carolina.